Good morning, friends. Sorry about that false start there. I totally forgot to have my headphones in with my microphone so that you guys could hear me. So that would be useful, yeah? Anyway, good morning. Um, what you're going to want for today's practice is a space in which you can lie down. I've got my mat out here on the floor. You don't necessarily have to have a mat. You could just be in a floor, or you could also be in a bed if that's more accessible for you. If you go for the bed option, you're going to want to have either the headboard or a wall that is by your feet, accessible to you and your feet. If you're going for a floor practice, you may want a chair or a couch would work as well by your feet, or a wall by your feet. So I'll give you just a minute to gather up your equipment. I've also got a pair of yoga blocks that you may find useful in today's practice. You don't have to have yoga blocks. Other things that you could substitute would be some firm pillows or some larger books. That would work as well. And then I also have a yoga strap back there. You may or may not use that in today's practice. Something you could substitute that with would be a bathrobe belt, or just a regular belt. A scarf may be long enough, depending on your leg length. So I'll give you a few minutes to gather up your equipment and get yourself settled in. I'll get myself settled in. I'm going to be really honest, I made up this sequence yesterday, so I'm going to be referencing my order of operations quite a bit today. So if it's a little choppy, that's what's going on. I'm still learning this one, and you're going to learn it right along with me, okay? So gather up your things, get comfy. We're going to be lying down, so pick your lying down space. I'll meet you there. Oh, you also may want to grab something to drink as well. I have my tea back again today. As you're gathering your things, how are you feeling today? It's Friday. Hip hip hooray. Love a good Friday. Let's see. Today I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be here with you, friends. Also grateful that we've had such a mild winter, although that may transition into a really hot summer. We'll see about that. Got some clouds out today, keeping us a little bit cooler, which will be nice. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Bria. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm coming to you live from the unceded lands of the Comanche and the Kickapoo and the Humano and the Lipan Apache people, also known as Abilene, Texas. So let's get started. Go ahead and lay back wherever you're laying down at. And you can keep your legs bent like this, or you can put them out straight and long, whatever feels good to you today. Gonna just start with some breathing. So we're gonna put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly, just so you can feel what your body's doing. We're gonna work on breathing in and filling up your belly, and breathing out, and letting your belly fall. Into the belly and out. And all of this is happening through your nose if you can. Breathe into the belly and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and then breathe out. All right, we're going to jump right into some warming activities. So I'm going to have you bend your knees up to a 90-90 position. So 90 degrees at your hips, 90 degrees at your knees. If you can hold that, that's great. If you can't, you can put your feet on your chair or your couch, headboard, your wall, whatever feels good to you. Or you could have them fully supported like this if you've got a chair, couch going on. Lots of wiggling today. Or you can just be straight 90-90. You're gonna lace your fingers together, make a little basket. Gonna put your head in your basket. Actually, let's go a little bit lower. Let's go on our neck. Okay, so we're gonna be working on some little crunches here, but I don't want you pulling on your head or your neck, okay? It's just there for support. So here we go. We're gonna go straight up the middle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, now we're going to be doing some alternating twist crunches. So we're going to breathe out as you come up and then breathe in as you come back down. So out and in, out and in. Here we go. Out and in. Out, in, out, in. One more time on each side. Very good. All right, drop your feet down to a comfortable position. Let your arms relax. Maybe shake them out if you need to. Gonna keep your knees up this time. Since we got nice and warm, we'll go into a little stretch here. Gonna put your arms out in a big Texas T. Then take your knees off to one side. You're gonna face the opposite direction. Gonna hold this stretch here for a second. Try to push your rear end down towards your feet. Let that oblique and quadratus relax here on your side. Terrific. Rotate back towards the center, and we'll drop your knees to the other side. Take your face to the other side. A whole spinal twist here. I'll hold that for a few seconds. Another option would be to take your top leg out long. Whatever feels good to you and your body today. Rotate back up towards the center. Take your arms back down by your side. Let me see what's next here. I forgot, truthfully. Oh, yes. All right. All right, we're going to keep your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor. We're going to start with some pelvic tilts here. So what that means is you're going to flatten the lumbar curve of your spine down into the floor here, and then curve it back up. We got 5 like that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to neutral spine. All right, now get your feet nice and flat on the floor and plant those palms as well. They may be able to help you here as well. Some people like to push through their elbows on this one as well. You can try that if you'd like. So we're going to be coming up to a full bridge here. So I'm going to roll up one vertebrae at a time, then come back down, nice and slow. That's our first one of 5. Here we go for number 4. 4, take your time here. 3, to and our first one. Good job. Okay, our next one, we've got quite a few options. So you can stay here with some pelvic tilts. That's feeling good to you. You can come up into a bridge, snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your heart, hands underneath your butt, and hold here with your chest towards your chin. Or you can take your legs out long. Pretend there's a string here in your chest. Come up into fish pose here. Whichever you choose to do, we're going to hold that for 30 seconds. So here in fish pose, I'm working more on thoracic extension. In your bridge pose, you're going to be working more on lumbar and hip extension. And with your pelvic tilts, you're working on the lumbar extension and flexibility there. And also proprioception and control of that, because being able to control that pelvis is very important for your balance and your stability, your daily life. Okay, whichever pose you were in, come back down nice and slow. Breathe for a second. Good job. Okay, our next option, we've got lots of options in our next one as well. So you can, if you're by the wall or your headboard, you can put your legs up the wall. These are all going to be inversions, getting your feet over your heart. If you like that idea, but you don't have a wall, you can use a strap. Get your feet up there. This. Or you can put your feet on your chair or couch with your rear end nice and close. That works as well. Or I really love a good shoulder stand, so that's where I'm headed. Wiggle myself back out here so that I don't end up hurting myself when I come down. Okay, here we go. Up in the shoulder stand. Okay, wherever you're at, we're going to hold that for about 30 seconds. Just exploring what feels good to your body today. What feels good today may not feel good tomorrow, and that's okay. Okay, I'm going to start coming out of my shoulder stand here. I'm going to take knees slowly towards my head. Okay, our next one, we have a couple options. Again, I'm going to show you the first option since I'm already here. We've got plow pose here. Nope, it's not my favorite, so I'm going to come out of that one. So plow pose is an option. We also have knees to chest as an option. So just taking your knees as close to your chest as you can. And bringing your face towards your knees as well. If that doesn't feel great to you, Could also use your strap here. Still try to come up with your head if you can. Or if that doesn't feel great, go back to the chair. Support your lower legs. And hold here like this. Or here. Oh, whichever one feels good to you. We're going to hold for another 15-30 seconds or so. Ooh, firing up my deep neck flexors. So you're tucking your chin here. And release. Good job. Oh, okay, let's breathe just a second. Woo, my middle is fired up today. Okay. Our next one, oh yes. Okay, now we're getting into some good stretches. So if you want to keep your feet on the wall, you can do that for this pose as well. So this is going to be a reclined cobbler's pose. So you can take your feet down towards the center of your body if you're up against the wall, or if you're just on the floor, we can be like this. It's a big stretch in your hips here. And if that doesn't feel terribly comfortable for you, like it doesn't for me because mine are super tight, you can put your blocks underneath your knees or pillows, whatever you've got. Give yourself a little support. We're going to be hanging here for a little bit. While we're here, let's work on that diaphragmatic breathing again. So one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And breathe in and fill up your belly. And breathe out, let your belly go. And all this is happening through your nose if you can. If you've got allergies like my little and your nose is stuffed up, mouths are okay too. I love a good hip stretch on a Friday, don't you? All right, got one more good stretch to go here. Take out your blocks. Of course, can't leave supine practice without a happy baby. So you're gonna take your knees off to the side, flex your feet, pretend like they're on the ceiling. If you can reach the outside of your feet, great. Inside, great. Ankles, calves, thighs, whatever you can grab. You can also use a strap here, like this. If that feels better to you. I'm thinking I'm gonna go here today. Hold that for a few seconds here. And breathe. Get so caught up doing other things during the week that we forget to breathe, and that's the most important thing that we can do for sustaining life. I tell my clients that I work with all the time, if we're not breathing, we got other problems. All right, bring your knees toward the center and relax your feet down towards the floor. You can stretch out again if you'd like, or leave your knees bent, whichever feels good to you. Oh, just gonna come back to that diaphragmatic breathing one more time, okay? Make sure we're breathing into the weekend. Here we go. I'm gonna breathe into your belly, and then breathe out and let it go. into the belly, out, let it go. Into the belly, out, let it go. Okay, we're going to add on to this. So as you breathe out, we're going to make an audible noise out your mouth. Just a nice sigh, okay? So we can breathe into the belly, then out the mouth. Into the belly, out, and sigh. One more time. Good job. Okay, I'm going to take it out. Relax for just a second. And nice Savasana. Be out long like this. You can have your knees up if that's not feeling too great for your back. You can take your feet out wide, knock your knees together in the center, just support your back a little bit more if that feels better to you. As you're lying here, think of the world outside where you're at right now. The world I'm thinking of right now can be kind of a scary place. So we've cultivated quite a bit of love here in our practice today. So let's gather up that love in our heart space. Let's send it out, some out to the world here. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be full of life. Now let's think of someone closer to us that we love. I'm thinking of my little. And let's send some love to them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And lastly, let's take some of this love that we've cultivated and bring it into ourselves. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe and full of life. Take your hands up in prayer position to your third eye between your eyebrows. Namaste, and thank you for coming to this practice today. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to come out of this lying position. You can roll onto your side and press yourself up. Thanks again for coming today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, you can put those in the comments there, and I'll walk my way up here and answer any questions that happen to be going on here. Thanks for coming, Mima. You've all been great. Once again, I'm Bria. I'm coming to you live from the unceded lands of the Comanche, the Humano, the Lipan Apache, and the Kickapoo peoples, and my personal pronouns are she and her. Oh, I forgot. I was going to announce my new collaboration. So I've gotten into a collaboration with a new company called Just Strong. It's women's athletic wear. They are a very inclusive brand, which is a matter that's close to my heart. So if you would like to check them out, I'm going to be dropping a discount code on my page here in probably today, honestly, and you can check them out. They are a very inclusive brand, like I said. They've got sizes from extra small up to 3X, and they like to feature women of all shapes, sizes, abilities, ages, nationalities, um, those that are within the accepted gender norms and those that are outside the accepted gender norms. So check them out, and thanks for coming. Bye.